What is up, guys? It is your boy True from Game Over, aka Rampage T, and it's another AOW tutorial for AOW only. It's about ghosting. When you ghost, what you do is you essentially keep your food and your materials under 100k. It's technically 10% of the max, I think, but I keep it under 100k. So to get rid of wood, you really can craft anything. I like to craft things like this, these tear gas grenades or the elegant incense. Um, a lot of people craft grenades. I'm guessing because of the cost of the food there. Um, but just to be on the safe side, I like to craft the guts because these materials here I never sell for food, so I do guts a lot now. But you can really craft anything to make sure this stays under 100k. And if you ghosting is like if you're gonna raid somebody, well, I'm gonna raid this because they have max out maximum amount of um, food and materials. Some the video is gonna be a little longer than it should be, but I can't just give up the 135k food, and that's pretty rare to find right on the first go like that. Anyway, what you do is I'll skip it. All right, so what you do is you look for a bot, which or something like this. Um, a player that quit or a bot, and then that way they can't revenge you. So when you beat a retired player or a bot, it won't show up here in their list, so they can't really raid you back. And then you just keep your food and your materials under 100k. Now, most people like what you want to do is research all the way up to here, at least to here, but to sell your food. And you're not really selling your food, you're kind of storing it. But when you do this, you lose anywhere between 40 or 60%, and you can do it here as well. I believe it uses 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Looks like it's level 10 or 11 armor workshop you will need. And then what you would do is you're just going to do this, and so your food is underneath 100k. Now, on the other hand, I don't do that. What I do is I go into my tunes and I start with the highest ones, and I max out their level ups until it reaches here, so that even I can't even give them a 1 star. That way when level up comes, all I gotta do is with all these additional 1 stars, I can just give them it, and they'll get a cheap level up right away. Now I do this quite often, and the reason I do this is because I'm not losing any of my food technically. I'm actually making some use of the food, and it's getting 100% used instead of lost and stored. So in this video, I'm just going to show you what I'm going to do, how I do it. So I know which tunes I want to level up next. So what I'll do is I'll go ahead and feed the tunes that I know I'm gonna level, that I'm working on, or tunes that are very near the next tier, like the governor. Like I'll go ahead with him. I'll actually level him these few last levels. And I would really prefer to only do this. See how he only has to go to 60? I would only do that if you have the roster to do it. And I certainly have the roster to do it. Now, if you have less tunes, then, you know, this might not be the best option. But as you can see now, that blue governor, I'll be using him in I'll be using the blue governor in the tower attack team. Now he's T31 and I'm not going to feed him anything. And now whenever I level him, he'll get a lot more level up points. And he's ready to go, and that food went to good use instead of getting stored. And I usually don't use a lot of the 2 stars, too many of them. Now what I'm looking for again is a tune that's maybe a T3 or a tier 2 that's close. Or if I can't find it, I'll just go to a tune that's tier 4 and tunes that I want to actually get higher up because I have some use for them in the game. Try to find matching. I have hardly any citizens, that's why I'm using these citizens up. What I would do though is to make it most beneficial, I would look for soldiers or, you know, the matching traits. I'm sorry, what did I say? Traits, persona, whatever. Persona trainer, persona. So if you have a soldier, then you want to give him soldiers. But I mainly do it with my 6 stars, and like that blue governor would be a perfect example. To bring him to T31 with the food instead of just turning it into replenish and losing over half. So that's how you ghost, and that's how you level up or make good use of your food instead of wasting it, storing it away. And I will teach you guys all about prepping for a level up in another video.